What is up, Russell Talk? How are we doing? My name is TheMindOfZ. I want to piss a bunch of y'all wrestling fans off, and I don't give two fucks about it. So, let's talk about WrestleMania. In fact, let's talk about the Raw 2024 Royal Rumble winner, Cody Rhodes. So, on Monday Raw, which was January 29th, I think it was? 29th, 28th? 29th. He came in and went up against, he had a face-to-face conversation with good old Sethy Boy. And Punk revealed that he had a torn tricep, so he could not compete at the WrestleMania. So, that brought out Seth versus CM Punk, which is what we all wanted. So that's one part of the WrestleMania plans going to shit. Then Seth had the conversation, which said, long story short, he said, if you really want to finish your story, you should come after my title because your father was denied the chance of having a title shot of the World Heavyweight Championship. And Seth also made the point of when he won the Royal Rumble last year, he only had one opponent he could go against, which was Roman. Because the title belt split, he has an option now, which is huge. Now, on the February 2nd, SmackDown show, he came and make his decision. Now, this is where everything gets a little bit weird. And I mean weird in a good way. I think the reason this was all done was to get the heat off of WWE and TKO on a good note, not the bad notes between Vince McMahon's SA allegations. Which, honestly, the way they did that was great. Now, you may ask me, oh, the fans fucking hated it. In the first 12 hours, it has 900,000 dislikes on YouTube with what happened with The Rock versus Roman. I don't give a fuck. Any publicity is good publicity. Whether it's the good, the bad, or the ugly. It's business, y'all. Now, Roman made a very good point during that. All of the people going for Seth's titles, he has already beaten. Which is a great analogy because it's true. Drew McIntyre, Shinsuke Nakamura, you have AJ Styles, you have, you name it, Jinder Mahal, Finn Balor. He's all beaten, swept them under the ring. So then you go to, okay, what does Cody's story look like from both of finishing the story and his wrestling career? He could go to the Universal again and face Roman, which is what everyone wants. His father won that title, but got beaten within the matter of seconds due to I forget what happened, but I knew he lost the title very quickly. But wouldn't you think a better storyline would be for him to beat Seth when his father was denied a title shot? When you have likes of Chris Benoit, Goldberg, Triple H, The Undertaker, Edge, all holding that title. Like, fuck. You would all want that, right? Nah, y'all want Roman Cody. Look at the bigger picture, y'all. Roman Cody doesn't have to happen at 40 again. It can happen at 41. And let me tell you why. You can have Cody lose to Seth. I know it's gonna hurt y'all fucking feelings again. But hear me out. He's going to go do the squash matches he did and win them. Prove that he's the powerhouse of the workhorse champion as he should be. In the past Royal Rumbles, we've seen he's won from both positions, number 30 and number 15. If he really wants to prove he's viable for the championship, he needs to go in at 2025 Royal Rumble, go in number 1, and beat every single other 29 competitors. That's exactly what he needs to do. And then he can go pick Roman, and then he can beat him. Now, Cody talked about talking to someone who knew very well, and that at SmackDown, and he did a very good job of displaying the fact that he wanted it, just someone else could probably do it better than him. And everyone's saying is, oh, he got little broed, or whatever the fuck that means. Please explain in the comments what being little broed mean by The Rock. I mean, would you rather have money, or would you rather have a rerun of WrestleMania 39? I would rather have has as in seats, which creates more money. From a business perspective, I'm talking about. This is from the PW Insider, and I'll show you guys what it is. But in WWE, there isn't going to be anyone that's not going to at least consider Dwayne Johnson's ideas. He's The Rock, and has big history in selling tickets and merchandise and movies. And at the end of the day, WrestleMania is all spectacle, and The Rock equals spectacle. PWInsider.com is told that it wasn't done to target and politic Cody out of his main event out of malice, but it was the belief that Johnson was the best idea to make the company make money, now strategic, and respect. Direct his position in the company's parent company, which is DKM. This was a strategic move to give Johnson more political power overall, and to show Endeavor's faith in his involvement in that even Paul Levesque, Triple H, who had done an admirable job as the chief creative officer, would lose that power struggle with Johnson at this point, as one source submerged. So that proves that The Rock wanted this to happen. I mean, can we just talk about this real quick? How come the same crowd that wants Cody to finish his story 4 years ago were complaining that The Rock versus Roman wasn't fucking happening? But now, because you didn't get what you want, you're going to the next big trend, which is Cody finishing his goddamn story. And when Cody finally got this Royal Rumble, he's like, he's gonna go after his championship. He's gonna win it. Did he? No. Now, when you look at how things have come between last WrestleMania and this WrestleMania, remember to my analogy before that I made about him going in at 1 and winning and being the workhorse champion. And I hope you guys realize, this Rock versus Roman match does not have to be a title match. What this is probably going to be is a normal match, or it's going to be a title versus career match. So, well then, you guys might have the question of, oh, fuck, who's going to win? Who's going to win the champion? We'll get to it in a second. But, look at the banter between these two. It's fucking hysterical between Dan Johnson and Cody on Twitter. Or X, sorry. Truly spoken like someone who's mid-card life, because that's what he is. Cody Rhodes is a mid-card for life. And then Cody Rhodes responded, question mark. You follow me, friend. And The Rock said, because you're my favorite mid-carder. The fucking banter on this is fucking hysterical. You don't see that fucking banter on a day-to-day life from fucking this. Like, we haven't seen that in a while, the banter. And The Rock has been making more and more shows. And wasn't the same crowd like Cody was fucking surprised that he showed up in September with Pat McAfee and Raw? Weren't you guys the same people that shit your pants when he said, or should I sit at the head of the table? I think you were. So, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna brainstorm about how Roman deserves to keep the title and beat Bruno Sammartino. We'll start off here with my boy Thomas Bishop.
On the motherfucking mic. What Roman is doing right now is, when he passed a year, this shit was more than just, oh, well, he's just the world champion. He really honestly is in God mode. He is now the face of the newest generation of the WWE. John Cena was the face of the generation before him. The Rock was a face. Stone Cold Steve Austin was a face. Now you have to talk about Roman Reigns in those same fucking terms. So that title, you don't take it off in a WrestleMania. You let him hold on to it, and then when it does come time for him to be beaten, it's gonna be beaten by somebody within his circle, a Jimmy Uso or a Solo Sikoa. I think it's gonna be Solo. But you sell tickets with Rock Roman. You sell, that's money, baby. That's money. That's an audible you can fucking believe in. If your favorite football team calls an audible and throws an interception, you're pissed off, right? But if your team calls an audible and the motherfucker tosses it on some audible bullshit and fucking scores a touchdown and win the game, you're like, holy shit, that's the greatest thing ever. And thanks to CM Punk's bicep, well, guess what? Now you have a ready-made motherfucking a storyline between Roman Reigns, who is the king of the mountain right now, the face. I love Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is the current face of WWE. Who was the last face of WWE? Roman Reigns. So you put that iconic motherfucker, The Rock.
And as you see, he makes a very good fucking point between them. Who's the face before the tribal chief? It was Roman. And who's now the biggest fucking heel? Roman Reigns. Now, and he makes a good point, because if it wasn't for Punk's tricep, it would be all gone. We would still have Seth, Punk, Cody, Roman. In the end, I do think someone within the circle is going to beat Roman. Probably WrestleMania 41. Sorry to break it to you guys who wants Roman to be beat. But, yeah. So, I do think Roman Rock is a good business decision. Because remember, what's best for business, and they're actually doing what's best for business, and they're putting asses in seats, which y'all fucking complain about for some fucking reason. I don't fucking know why. But, yeah. That's my thoughts on Cody being quote-unquote little bro, but Big Rock by The Rock. Here are my socials. I'll talk to you later. Make sure to comment, like, share. Send this to a wrestling friend. By the way, I don't care if I pissed you off, so, yeah. Yay.